eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. According to this phrase, if someone's loved one is killed, he or she should not desire vengeance, because it will just cause a never-ending cycle of violence and suffering. However, is this in accordance with the Holy Bible or the law of God or Torah? Let's find out. According to Exodus 21:24, eye in place of eye, tooth in place of tooth, hand in place of hand, foot in place of foot. And to Deuteronomy 19:21, no eye shall pity, life in place of life, eye in place of eye, tooth in place of tooth, hand in place of hand, foot in place of foot. And to Leviticus 24:20, fracture in place of fracture, eye in place of eye, tooth in place of tooth, which give blemish to man rightly to give. In short, the phrase eye for an eye makes the whole world blind is not in accordance with the Holy Bible or the law of God or Torah, because this phrase prescribes the absence of justice for the victims and lack of responsibility from the criminals. Maybe some of you are thinking, haven't Yeshua or Christ already took away or destroyed the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth in Matthew 5:38-39? You have heard that it has been said, eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth. Moreover, I say to you, resist not the evil, but whoever smites you on your right side cheek, turn to him the other as well. Now remember, before these verses in Matthew 5:38-39, Yeshua or Christ mentioned these in Matthew 5:17-19. Think not that I came to destroy the law or Torah or the prophets. I never came to destroy, but to fulfill. For surely I speak to you, even the sky and the world perish, one jot or one least of the law or Torah will never perish. Nothing will perish of the law or Torah. Even all will be fulfilled. Who certainly breaks one of these least commandments and teach men after this manner will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teach these will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. In short, Yeshua or Christ should be in favor of the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth. Now, the question is, why would then, after just a few verses from Matthew 5:17-19, Yeshua or Christ suddenly changes his mind in Matthew 5:38-39? For us to know the truth, we need to examine the part where Yeshua or Christ seems to have changed his mind. The key is to see the original translation in Matthew 5:39. And this is what we're going to read from the original translation in Matthew 5:39. De ego lego imin anthistemi me paneras ala hostis rapidzo se epi su dexias siagon strefo autas ha alos kai. Remember the word paneras from this verse because it is an important part of our translation. Now, if we translate this in English, de, moreover, or now, ego, I, lego, say, imin, you, antistemi, resist or oppose, may, not, paneras, or hardships, ala, but, or therefore, hostis, whoever, rapitso, slap or smite, say, you, epi on su your, dexias right side, siagon cheek, strefo turn, autas him or to him, ha the, alos other, kai and or also. And after arranging it, moreover, I say too, resist not the hardships, but whoever smites you on your right side cheek, turn to him the other as well. Now, if you've noticed in Matthew 5:39, from being resist not the evil, we see in the original translation that it's actually resist not the hardships, because the word Yeshua or Christ used in Matthew 5:39 is paneras, and paneras means hardships, and the root word for paneras is panas, and panas means pain. In short, Yeshua or Christ is not referring to an evil person on not to resist. Rather, he is referring to hardships on not to resist. However, why would Yeshua or Christ say to not resist hardships? The answer lies within who Yeshua or Christ is talking to. And they are the Israelites who have sinned but wants to pay their debts or sins. And what did Yeshua or Christ say for them to pay their debts or sins? Correct, by not resisting the hardships that they will endure from following the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth. This means whatever request or demand of payment are asked from their debts or sins, they must pay, not just once, but twice the amount. According to Matthew 5:38-42, you have heard that it has been said, eye in place of eye, and tooth in place of tooth. Moreover, I say to you, resist not the hardships, but whoever smites you on your right side cheek, turn to him the other as well. And if someone desires to have you be judged and to obtain your tunic, give up your garment to him as well. And if someone have you deliver something for 1,000 paces of distance, deliver for him twice. Give to those who ask you and wish a debt or sin from you, and turn away not. In short, not only did Yeshua or Christ taught the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth, but he also enlarged or magnified the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth. According to Isaiah 42:21, Yahweh is pleased with who heeds righteousness, who enlarges or magnifies the law or Torah and make it great. Maybe some of you are thinking, does that mean when we've committed a sin against someone, we just let him have their vengeance on us? But isn't vengeance forbidden according to God? Correct. Anyone who wants to have their vengeance on you, let him have it, except for the ones you've committed the sin. Because they, the ones you've committed the sin, may not have their own vengeance, but someone else may redeem or take vengeance for them. According to Romans 12:19, Beloved, revenge not oneself, but give space for anger, because it is written, Vengeance is mine, I shall charge them, says the Lord. Also, according to Deuteronomy 32:35, Vengeance is mine, I shall charge them, their foot shall fall in time, and certainly the day of their destruction is near. Rejoice, for things shall come. And to Deuteronomy 19:10-13, No innocent or righteous blood should spill forth near the land which Yahweh our God have given us to inherit. Blood exists upon him, truly, to the man who hates his companion, who lurks and rises above him to strike the living to die, and then escape towards one of the cities. The elders in that city will send him away and give him to the hands of the Redeemer of blood to die. No eye shall pity upon him who wastes on the innocent or righteous blood. This is for the good of Israel. In short, if someone is redeeming or taking vengeance for the innocent or righteous, and not for oneself, but solely to punish the sinner, this is a vengeance that is acceptable to God our Father. And most importantly, the most acceptable vengeance in the law of God or Torah about the eye in place of eye and tooth in place of tooth is written in Matthew 7:12. Certainly, all the great things in the eyes of men that you prefer to be done to you, do yourselves too, likewise with them. For this is the law or Torah, and the prophets or Nebi'im. If you find this helpful, just simply like and subscribe to this channel. If you want to help back, just kindly donate at our Coffee or Patreon. Links are in the description. Thank you and God bless.